the open book. So make sure that wherever your head is, you have space for your arm to go around above you. So that you don't have to do this with a roller. I like doing it with the roller because it really means that I'm completely stacked. You could absolutely do it with a pillow, bolster, whatever you've got. But do have something under your head to just make sure that you're in a straight line so that your head isn't like leaning way over to one side. All right, so you want the roller to be, it doesn't have to be all the way up in your face, but it needs to be between your knees and between your feet, or whatever it is that you're using to support. You could do this without, like, you didn't have anything. If it was just you and like nature. Put your head on a rock and have your legs like this. But then you're much more likely to rotate through the hips and pelvis while you move. So this also functions as a little, just kind of locks you in place from the hips down, so that as you move, you're getting a lot of movement through the rib cage, which is our goal here. So we're going to have the palms together, hips stacked, shoulders stacked, and we're going to open the book, right? Rotate open as far as you can, and then close the book. So I have my block so that it's right, the edge is right by my face, so that as my head rolls, as I follow my hand back as much as I feel comfortable doing, I still have support for my head. I'm keeping just the slightest little squeeze on the roller as we go, so that you can keep your hips and belly button facing straight ahead, so that the movement is all coming through the rib cage instead of through the lower back. And you'll run into people who have really strong feelings about when you should be inhaling and exhaling on this one, and I don't. As long as you're breathing, I'm happy. But you could try, see what happens if you inhale as you open up, and exhale as you close. And then reverse it, right? Take a little inhale here, and exhale. Open up. Inhale it back in. And if one feels much better to you, I would do it that way. And if you also don't want to think about coordinating it, that's okay too. Just open and close. All right, last one. Open and close, and we're going to take it now into a circle. So the top arm is going to go overhead as far as it can. Reach out to the side, palm faces up as you go around to the side, and it comes back across your hip to meet the hand. And continue in this direction. Again, rib cage opens up. You're getting a nice stretch through the chest probably as well on that top side. One more time. Next time your palms meet, you're going to reverse. So you take the palm down towards your hip, open it up to the ceiling as you go out, and then bring it up overhead. As always, noticing the differences. When we reverse something, what does it change about how you feel the movement? Again, you can experiment with the breath. I'm finding that inhaling through this half of the movement and then exhaling to come back up and around is working for me. One more time. Excellent. And then we'll set up for the other side. So making sure again that you have plenty of room on the side that your head is on so that your arm can go fully around in that big circle. All right, so I'm going to make sure I'm good there. All right. And get yourself set up with your roller. Again, the roller is just there to make sure that you're stacked. So your ankles are stacked, your knees are stacked, your hips, your shoulders. Getting comfortable, block right up against your face so that you have some place to roll back. Palms together, and then opening out. Comparing to the other side, does this feel easier, harder? Do you feel like you're going farther? Not so you can judge it and say, this is my bad side, right? So that you notice what's going on in your body. So I had a little bit of scoliosis as a child, and they always did the test where you bend over and then your spine lines up, and so they don't do anything about it. So I think one of my working theories about my spine is that I have a little bit of residual rotation one way or the other, and it makes it, for me, it's a lot easier to rotate to the right than it is to rotate to the left. So it's just something I know about myself. It doesn't mean that it's wrong or broken or anything like that. I just notice it sometimes, and then I can be like, oh, that's what that is. All right, so the next time your palms come back, we're gonna take it into a circle. So you're going up overhead, opening it out to the side, palm facing up as you do that. So that nice chest stretch, and then coming across your hip back to the starting position and continuing this same direction. Now the head does not have to go. I am going pretty big range of motion with my head. If it feels better to sort of keep your head a little more neutral as you go, that's okay. But it feels nice for me to follow all the way around. So that's what I'm going to do. One more time and then we'll reverse. All right, palms come together. Now the hand goes to the hip. Again, we're keeping a gentle squeeze on the roller, which is helping us to keep our belly button and pelvis facing forward so that the movement is in the upper back, the part of the spine that attaches to the ribs. One more time.